There we are. Here we be. Thank you.
Yes. There we go. Now I can see the chat.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our home stream. I believe this is our third home stream.
I think so. But our first official stream
as an engaged couple. Oh wait, no. There's popcorn in front of me and I'm gonna eat it. Don't judge.
And not to make our dear friends Aaron and Roxanna jealous, but we're drinking out of our couple's Mickey and Minnie glasses. Although
and yes, we are drinking chocolate milk. Thank you for asking.
Mm-hmm. I'll just give it a little bit of time. Let more people get in here.
So, Matt Jones, Molly, and Lena. Hi! Happy holidays! Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah.
Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah.
Whatever you celebrate.
All of the holidays, whatever you celebrate.
Hey, Richard, what's up, pal?
Wait, hold on. My chat doesn't show that. Hold on. Ha-ha! Hey, Richard Scott. Happy holidays.
And if you see Stephanie kind of reach off to the side, it's because the cat's right here.
Mm-hmm.
There he is. There's a kitty. Hey, Tim. What's up, pal?
Tim the Tool Man Taylor. Even better, it's Tim Griffin. Happy holidays, Tim Griffin. Merry Christmas.
Yes, I will take that.
Happiness always. Always. We try.
Yes, we try.
So, as you guys may have noticed, there's something very different about this stream. And that would be, we are drinking chocolate milk, Mr. Tim. Mike is probably one of the best chocolate milk makers I have ever met in my entire life.
Oh, stop it.
Probably one of the reasons why I fell in love with him. The first time I went over to his house to meet his mother, he made me a glass of chocolate milk. He made himself one and said, "Would you like some chocolate milk? I'm really good at making it." I said, "Sure." Never looked back. That's what it was. That's what hooked me, was the chocolate milk. Anyway, good morning, Caroline. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to our humble abode. I don't know if you guys are subscribed to Life with Roxanna, but on her channel this morning, she showed off one of the presents that she got for Christmas. And I was really excited because one of the presents that she got for Christmas was one of the presents that I got the day I got engaged. It is those ears right there. They are the Little Mermaid ears. Hello, Jason A. Merry Christmas.
And Tim, to answer your question, no, we use the Hershey's chocolate syrup, not Nestle.
Yeah, we're diehard Hershey's people.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, what was I going on about those ears?
Oh. And Dyson says hi.
Hello. Hello, Dyson.
For those of you wondering, when I say Dyson, I mean Dyson Knight of the Baha Men. I got to meet... Yeah.
The Baha Men say hello to me!
Well, one of them. But yeah, so I met them, I think, not this past year, but the year before, 2019, for Eat to the Beat. And Dyson ended up following me on Instagram. And I also got in contact with Leroy as well.
Richard Scott. That's
so
funny.
I talked to them on the rare occasion.
Jason A. I actually bought these ears at the Magic Kingdom. They came out in California before they came out here.
Oh wait, I thought those were the ones that I got you at the Pop Century gift shop.
No, at the Pop Century gift shop.
Oh, was that those ears?
You didn't get me ears at the Pop Century gift shop. You got me a bow.
Oh yeah, I got you the bow that's hanging up in the.
You got me a bow. Oh, by the way, I'm going to show you guys that bow, just because I haven't had a chance to yet. Oh, the ones on my head. Jeff, actually, our friend Jeff got them for me.
I think out of the two holiday
They have a peppermint
designs,
on them. Out of the two holiday designs, these are my favorite because they're the simplest, but they're also like the squishiest.
But also they have this nice little fuzz trim around it.
Squishy. The ears aren't usually squishy like this, and the bows aren't usually squishy like this. If you live anywhere near a Disney warehouse or Disney character warehouse, they'll probably have them soon. These are Little Mermaid themed ears. They're the new Little Mermaid themed ears, as opposed to these in the back here. As you can see, the color schemes are switched around. Ah, COVID!
Hush.
I'm just kidding. He doesn't have it. We've been tested.
Anyway, Jason also says he needs a pair of those ears. So I think next time we're in the... Jason, we're going to be back at Magic Kingdom on January 4th. If they still have them...
If they still have them, we'll let you know. You can PayPal us the money, and we will get them and send them to you.
Yep.
I will be right back.
Can you believe there's only 4 more days in this year?
As if this year needs a reason to be any longer. Okay. So, I don't know if you guys watched the proposal vlog, but in the proposal vlog, you can see photos and video of me wearing these ears with this funky looking bow on it. That is because the ears that I was wearing were ears that our friend Aaron got for his fiancée Roxana. And I got them because they went nice with my Ariel Disney bound. And I was like, well, I want to wear these, but I don't want Roxana to know that they're there or that they exist because they're going to be a surprise for her, right? So Mike got me this bow, which is a Little Mermaid bow. As you can see, it's got, Ariel's autograph on it. And the bow lights up and flashes and does that. And then it's got fiber optic strings in the back here. So what I did was I safety pinned this bow to these ears.
To hide them. So that way.
To hide them.
So that way
I put them here, and then I flipped the hair behind it, so it looked like the hair was on the back of my head.
So that we wouldn't give it away or spoil it for Roxy.
Yeah. Because I wanted to wear the ears, and Mike knows I don't have hair, so he gave me some hair. Are we going back to see the mouse next Monday? Next Monday the 4th? We're going on the 4th.
Yes, it is.
Next Monday is the 4th, so yes.
Although I think I'm not sure. I'm not sure when the Magic Kingdom holiday events will end. I think the Epcot one ends on December 30th.
I think so, I'm not 100% sure.
Although usually Disney ends all the holiday stuff at around the same time.
Yeah,
so
they usually end all their holiday stuff on the same time.
So probably by the time we go back, it'll probably be back to the regular cavalcade. It's like Mickey and Friends will be on the Move It, Shake It float. There will be Goofy and Friends. Then there will be the random cavalcade that has like Pooh, Aladdin, Mary Poppins.
Hi, Mom. And to answer your question, no, I have not yet.
Hi, Mom.
They're probably open by now, though.
Although I gotta say, honey, I'm starting to like this app already a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get that off the screen. There we go. So, yeah, just to tell you guys, we are using a new streaming app right now that was recommended to us by Aaron, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta say, I already like it. I can't wait to explore that video in video option you can play.
That's awesome. And I told Mike I would be editing his vlogs more often. So if he wanted to vlog, I would definitely, because I like editing things. I don't know why he didn't think of it before.
Well, see, what I can do is I can have the video, I can upload the videos to my Google Photos, and I can give you access to that, and then that way you can download them to your phone.
We'll just have like shared accounts. So, as you guys may have noticed, now that there's a decent amount of you in here, all 12 of yous, welcome. Okay. Now that you may have noticed, there are some changes coming to this channel. Thank you.
Hey, Jalen.
Thank you very much. I love my ears too.
Aw, thank you, Jalen.
Thank you so much, Jalen. Couple of changes to the channel. One of them you may have already noticed. We changed our name. We are now the Adventures of Mike and Steph. I will have more of a hand in the channel.
Molly likes your ears.
Thank you, Molly. I will definitely have more of a hand in the channel, which is to say, I will be doing a lot of the editing. I will probably make my own little videos. Thank you so much, Lita.
It's like if there are ever days when I'm working, you can shoot a home vlog or something.
I would do a home vlog, or, you know, when I started, you know, doing editing of photos, I would make like little photo montages of them, like little photo videos and montages and stuff. So I would probably do things like that, you know, like some of our favorite photos that we've gotten from Animal Kingdom or Hollywood Studios, or, you know, things like that. And I would just take some of our favorite photos from the year. And that's actually how this stream started. Was I was like, well, we should do like a photo montage of our favorite moments in the year. But we've only known each other for about half the year.
So maybe on our 1 year anniversary,
yeah,
we can do something like that.
that'd be awesome. I was going to say something else. So, yes, our channel name has changed. The cat just jumped up on the bed.
He's trying to play with your bow.
He's not going to play with my bow because I moved it.
He is in what we affectionately call spaz mode.
Yeah, you guys know when cats like get that wild hair up their butt and they start running around and they're letting off a lot of energy. It's really great. I love watching them do it.
For any Inside Out fans, remember in the, what was it? Was it a post-credit scene or was it one of the end scenes?
It was a mid-credits scene.
So they were showing that not only do humans have the emotions in their heads, but so do
animals.
And they showed the dog, and then he chased the pizza guy, and then the cat was just sitting there, and none of the cat's emotions were at the panel. They were just wandering around doing their own thing. All of a sudden, I think it was the Joy cat.
Yeah.
Went up to the panel and just started flicking at something on it, and the cat just jumped up and ran. Yeah, that's what he does a lot.
Thank you so much, Cindy. Thank you so much.
It's really adorable, but if you're not expecting it, it kind of catches you off guard.
Yes, he likes to climb things.
Yeah, we have to reprimand him many times when he tries to climb the trim of our doorways.
We do need a cat tree, we just haven't gotten one yet. I don't think he would use it that often.
I mean, you didn't think he was going to use that little cardboard one with the catnip in it, but he's making good use out of that.
That's true. He doesn't. My cat's weird. He doesn't generally like catnip. Anyway, we were going somewhere with this. Where were we going? Oh, yes. Our year-end review. Well, he does this thing that he does. Thank you.
Sorry, notifications.
Our year-end review. So, let's start with January. Now, Mike and I didn't meet until June. So, January, what was something that, you know, happened to you in January that you were really excited for?
I don't even remember, honestly.
Anything stand out about January for you?
Nothing that I can really recall. Although, Apparently, Jalen has a thing about cats.
Jalen, cats are interesting. You don't ever really own a cat.
They own you.
They own you. Any news? Jason says any news about the parks in relation to COVID? I know the parks are being blamed for a lot of the reason why a lot of Floridians have COVID. I don't think that's the case. To blame the parks is like blaming a newspaper for delivering bad news. It just doesn't work that way. If anyone is getting sick from going to the parks, it is because they are not wearing their proper PPE or personal protective equipment, or they're not washing their hands, or they're not sanitizing, or it's you have to be careful. And it's like it's like motorcycle helmet laws. They're different in every state. In some states, they're mandatory to wear. In other states, it's your choice to wear it. I love my cats too. Well, my cat. He's my baby. But it's like motorcycle helmet laws. And if...
I think Jalen's right.
What?
They spend their 9 lives training you to serve them.
That they do. But it's like motorcycle helmet laws. In some states, a helmet is mandatory. In other states, it's not mandatory, but it's highly recommended. And a lot of people think that wearing the masks is not mandatory, but highly recommended. And, taking care of yourself is not mandatory, but highly recommended. And they just don't follow the safety protocols. And if you do that, you risk, getting COVID. Just like if you weren't wearing a helmet on a motorcycle. You may not crash, you may not get hurt, but there is that risk that if you do crash and get hurt and you're not wearing a helmet, then you could sustain a lifelong brain injury. Now, COVID isn't a lifelong, thing. It can be cured. People can overcome it, but it's basically, in my opinion, same basic concept. So the parks should not be blamed for giving people COVID. Sorry about the tangent. But I haven't personally heard any news. And
as far as I know, they're still running at 35% capacity.
Yeah. And they're actually they're maxing out. They're hitting cap every day.
Mm-hmm. As is Universal.
As is Universal. They are hitting cap every day.
We got an alert about 2 hours ago that Universal and Islands were already at cap.
Mm-hmm. He's going to keep flipping over. He's going to keep shaking the camera. Just so you guys know.
He's a cat. He does whatever he wants. He doesn't care.
Disney Springs is hitting cap. And Disney Springs almost never hits cap. Yeah, see? We're hitting cap at Universal. And everybody welcome Katie to the family. Katie, welcome to the family, honey. Woo! She is one of my amazing coworkers, and I love her to bits.
Oh!
Yeah, that one.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, that one.
The one who helped you make Mom's necklace.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm Lady K.
Awesome.
Hey, what's up,
Katie.
girl? Usually our streams are a lot more fun, but today we're just at home.
Yeah, so anyway, my first stream actually back in the start of this year was at Studios. This was back when I actually had the time to stream for multiple hours on end. Like my first stream at Studios in 2020 was almost 10 hours long.
Yeah, you and yeah, it just I'm sorry about that, Jalen. You and your family have my sympathies and well wishes. Because that's not something I want to happen to anybody. It is very sad when it does happen, but there are precautions you can take to make sure that it doesn't.
Okay, Dreamy, don't calm down. You're gonna have to go in the bathroom.
Mistake. Yeah. I think ladyship is great.
Hey, Taylor.
But Miss Steak is very cool too, because we had a sirloin, and he was funny, and I like meat puns, because I like meat. Hey Taylor. What were we talking about? We got off on something.
How my 2020 started.
Yes, how your 2020 started.
Well, yeah, it's like, so also...
Mongo is awesome.
So, January 3rd was when I did my first Hollywood Studios, my first stream of the year. But then, on January 12th, was when I did my 400 subscribers stream.
Mm-hmm.
And that just goes to show you guys how much I've grown in this past year alone. Like, I went from 400 streams roughly at the start of the year, and I'm at over, what is it, 1,300 now?
Yeah.
1,200?
You reached 1,300 this year. So,
yep.
My January, incidentally, started with me becoming an event guide at Universal. That is how my January started. Because in March is when... No, wasn't March. Or February is when, Sorry. Sorry.
Okay, hold on.
He's running around and acting like a spaz.
Okay.
Thank you!
Sorry, guys.
You can't put him outside. Put him in the...
No.
He says, no, I'll behave. Thanks, Katie. Is Mom's door closed?
Hold on. Let me go check.
So, this January, I actually became an event guide with Universal Studios. And yeah, because I think the next month was the start of Mardi Gras. Correct me if I'm wrong, Katie. Yeah, I started out this year as an event guide. Would have been awesome if I had been able to stay an event guide.
I like Mongo. Yeah, I think Mongo was the one who helped make Mom's necklace.
Yep, Mongo helped make Mom's necklace.
And I gotta say, she was a real cutie. So
I have since gotten my own name tag,
yes,
by the way.
So before the Mystic Metals team members get their proper name tags, they have what I like to call a dummy tag. They have a dummy tag. It just says Mongo.
Hey, Mongo only pawn in Game of Life. Someday I'm going to say that, and somebody is going to understand what I'm saying. And Taylor, how did finals go? Did you do well? I hope you did well. Finals like to kick butts. So yeah. I'm glad that you were concentrating on that, and I hope you did well. Timothy, hello, Timothy. Tiffany, hi, Tiffany. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cutie patooties.
I think this was also... Is this the day?
So we talked about January. What happened in February?
Let's see.
What are you doing?
Oh, yeah, this was that day.
What? There was a day in... Was it January?
I think this was... Oh, yeah, this was January 17th. Yeah, on January 17th, that's the day I got to meet Paige O'Hara.
I'm just playing with the hair bow at this point.
Although right here in February is when I celebrated my 500 subscriber.
So February you celebrated 500 subs.
February 3rd. Literally a month after I hit 400.
Okay. See you later, Katie. Have a good one. I'll be in tomorrow.
And then that's when also I did a majority of the Disney on Broadway shows. Which I got to meet all of those performers. They were great. It was a long year though.
Thank you. Thank you,
Expect-
Harrison.
Especially when we all hit that 6-month hiatus.
Yeah.
That was
That was a rough hiatus. So February, I was working with the Mardi Gras parade floats, and we were essentially I was doing what I like to call crowd control. I was making sure that people didn't get out in the middle of the street, to get to the floats. I was making sure that people stayed safe, because at Universal, I don't know if, Mike ever brought you guys to Universal during Mardi Gras, but during Mardi Gras at Universal, they have the parade floats, and they actually throw beads off of the floats like they would do at regular Mardi Gras in New Orleans. So, apparently there's some volume issues going on here.
well, I can hear you well.
You can hear me? Y'all can hear me. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Woo!
Just there we go. Maybe if I pull you guys a little.
Oh,
Whoa.
There we go.
Yep, there we went.
There we went.
Anyway, can you guys hear us now? Can you guys hear us a little better?
Can you hear me now?
Okay. Sorry. I was trying to push the camera a little bit further back so that you guys could see us better.
But anyway, so I was keeping people off the streets during the Mardi Gras floats, because there are actual trucks driving those floats, as opposed to the Christmas parade, where the floats are not driven by trucks, but there are people in the floats that are driving them. So yeah. We do our best to be entertaining.
Oh, yeah, so eventually, guys, we do hope to get an actual microphone for our setup. So that way it'll pick up our voices better.
Mm-hmm. But that was my February. Next, we move on to March, since we are still doing the yearly review, which we seem to keep forgetting.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I think my March was tough, because that was when I went to see the Guess Who at Epcot, and I got hit with that copyright thing.
Oh,
yeah. They got me blocked from streaming for 3 months.
It got you blocked from streaming for 3 months.
And I had to set up that temporary channel.
Ooh.
Which, that situation was really unfair, but I won't get into that. Anywho.
My March, what was I doing in March? I don't know, this year I've moved around a lot, housing wise. So in January, we'll be here when you get back, Molly. You take your time. So in January, I had moved in with someone that I worked with and his sister. And then in February, they decided they didn't like me anymore because we had different political ideas. And so they decided to give me 30 days and to get my stuff and get out. And then they tried to steal half my stuff. And when I threatened them with the police, they ended up giving me back the rest of my stuff. And I ended up moving back in with the people I had lived with before. I moved in with this workmate and his sister. And the housing just, it was a roof over my head and it was a mattress and I was happy. And it was a hot water to shower in. It just, I wanted to be able to sort of do my absolute best to try and take care of myself. And that was when, everything was closed down. I remember March 15th, I believe, was it was a day that I was off from work, because I remember I tried to pick up hours for that day, and the system said I couldn't, that I'd picked up too many hours for the week. And on the 16th, on the 15th at night, they sent out a mass email to everyone in the, in the event staff, everyone in attractions, to just everyone. They were like, don't, if you are scheduled to come in for the rest of this week, do not come in. And I was sitting there thinking, okay, it's going to take about a week, and then we're going to get things cleaned up, and everything's going to be fine. We'll get to go back to work ASAP. It'll be like nothing. It's just a week-long vacation. I can handle a week-long vacation, sitting around watching Team Star Kid on YouTube and, doing whatever.
But 1 week turned into
1
2.
week turned into several months. And then, it was very rough. And I still had all my uniforms, and it was March, April, May, June. So 4 months go by, and, essentially nothing happened for anybody during those 4 months. We were in lockdown. We were going through wine like it was nobody's business. At least I was, because I like wine.
No, I was still having to work.
Everyone was looking for toilet paper in March, Jalen. You are absolutely correct. Mike was having to work because he works in the food service industry, as opposed to me, who works in the hospitality industry. And hospitality just wasn't happening. There was also fielding a lot of, when are you going to go back to work? When do you think you're going to go back to work? Kind of questions. And hanging out with my friends up at Publix, and because I have a lot of friends that work at our local Publix.
Spending hours trying to get unemployment.
Yeah.
Everyone was trying to get it.
Ending up actually getting unemployment, which was nice. Because when the parks opened back up again, I was still getting unemployment. And then I remember June 1st. I can remember very vividly. June 1st, I went into both of the theme parks. It was hot, so I didn't wear my Harry Potter gear. But June 1st and June 2nd were employee and their family days to get into the theme parks, to see how they changed everything around, to see how they, put all the markers in place and put all the shields up and all of that. And it was a, come see how we're doing what we're doing. So we were like, okay, me and, on the first day I went by myself, and, I went to Universal Studios, and then I went to Islands of Adventure in the same day. And on June 2nd, my friend Amanda messaged me on the evening of June 1st, and she said, I want to go to Volcano Bay, which is Universal's answer to Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach. So it's Universal's water park. She said, I want to go to Volcano Bay. I've, only been a couple times, and I'd like to see how they're doing, and it's really hot out, and I want to go do that. Matt, have a good day at work, honey.
Don't work too hard.
Don't work too hard, okay? And we'll see you on Monday. So I remember we went to Volcano Bay. And that was the first time I'd ever been there. And it was great fun, and we had a blast. They have a wave pool, and someday when Mike gets a GoPro, he's going to take you guys to Volcano Bay, because Volcano Bay is just really awesome.
Shoot a vlog
there. It would be really cool. So, I went to Volcano Bay, and then, Volcano Bay closed, and she and I went to City Walk.
And lo and behold, who would you bump into?
Well, we had dinner first. And then we went to go look around at some of the shops, and, then I was like, well, I was still smoking cigarettes at the time. And I was like, well, I'm going to go over to the smoking section to smoke a cigarette. And she and I are sitting there, and I'm on my second cigarette. And this scrawny white kid walks up. And
tall,
he's vaping.
kind of lanky, real goofy looking.
Tall, kind of lanky, funny looking. And he's vaping. So I know that, I know that he's okay with smoking, which is fine. And he's got this camera apparatus in his hand. I look at him and go, he's kind of cute.
You mean to tell me that's the first thought that popped in your head?
Yes, that's
Not,
the first.
I wonder if this guy has a coin.
That's literally the first thought that popped in my head was this guy's kind of cute. But then my friend and I were trying to make a decision, and I needed a coin to flip, and I didn't have one. So I figured this cute guy with this camera apparatus, he might have a coin. Because if you have a giant camera apparatus like that, chances are you have at least a penny on you. Guy doesn't have a coin on him. Big disappointment. But we do get to talking because he likes my tattoos. And then he does this ghost host impression.
Welcome, foolish mortals.
And then he does this Rod Serling impression.
Tonight's story of the Twilight Zone is somewhat unique. It calls for a different kind of introduction.
And we talk about the tattoo that I have on my arm, which says there's a great big beautiful tomorrow.
There's a great big beautiful tomorrow.
And we end up singing that together. And I ask him what his YouTube name is, because I'm like, I'm sorry for all your viewers and all that. I figure he's on YouTube. And he's like, oh, well, this is my channel name. So I go home and I follow him on all of his social media.
No, and when she says follows, she means social media stalked. She stalked across all my social media.
I mean, a girl was curious. She had to know. And tell me, other females, you've done that too. You social media stalk a guy. If you find out he's got social media, you want to see what he's all about. You want to see who his friends are, what he does, where he goes, what time of day he picks his nose. You want to know these things. Not saying you pick your nose, I'm just saying. So I social media stalked him.
And then I think a couple days after that, we actually hung out at Universal.
Yeah, and that was a lot of fun. A couple days after that, we hung out at Universal, and it was a good time. And, a couple days after that, we went on a date. I paid. It was fun. And,
But of all things, she was wearing a Minnie Mouse dress to Universal.
6 months later, here we are. So that was June. And then July, what aside from meeting me, what happened to you in June?
I don't know, started live streaming more at Universal. Well.
That's okay, Lena.
The problem is I soon discovered quickly that in Universal, it's really hard to stream. Because most of their rides, they don't allow you to hold anything in there. They don't allow you to hold anything in your hands when you're on their rides, especially their high-speed rides. Which makes it hard.
And what else did you do in June? You did something very cool, which is the whole reason why you were there on the 2nd.
I became a first-time Universal annual pass holder.
There you go. Good job. That was a terrible high five. Try again. Oh, that was terrible. Try again. There we go.
Third time's the charm.
So, he did do that. Aww, Jalen. I think Dreamy wants to be let back in. I'll go let him in.
You better be calm.
Well, the next month is July. The next month is July. Wow. We've made it to July already, and that's because we skipped like 3 months. So what do we do in July?
Nothing really.
Nothing really.
I think we were actually starting you to move over.
Yeah, we were starting to move me into
From your old place to
your
our
old
old apartment.
In July.
Yeah, because I could not stand to see you in that.
Because he didn't want to
Place
see me
anymore.
living where I was living. Which...
She was living in squalid conditions.
It
let's say
wasn't
that.
squalid conditions. It just
But it was bad. It was bad.
wasn't the best. It was a roof over my head. And that's what counted. But at the same time, it was slightly difficult because, like I said, I'd lived with that family before, and when I moved out, I didn't anticipate moving back, and I told them they could throw my bed away, and they threw away my mattress, or they threw away the box spring and the frame for the bed, but not the mattress. So I was sleeping on a mattress on the floor. And Mike does have a very huge heart. Just part of the reason why I love him. But yeah, we just did June, July, August. We're in August now?
Yep.
So what happened in August?
Well, we started preparing to move into the apartment we currently live in now. And it was also... I don't know. I don't think nothing really changed much between July and August.
No.
Just my channel was still slowly growing at that point. I think I was at like between 800 and 900 subs at that point. Maybe even over 900.
You were a little over 900 because on your birthday.
Skipping into September.
Yeah, August. Wasn't Michelle's birthday in August? Or am I getting that wrong? Because that was when I first met Michelle. It was on her birthday.
And now you two are inseparable.
Oh, yeah. She's like a sister to me. I fucking love the kid. Sorry. So.
But anywho, getting to September.
Eat your popcorn. Getting into September.
We were celebrating my 25th birthday.
We were celebrating Mike's 25th birthday. And on Mike's 25th birthday, on his birthday.
No, I'm sorry, was it on my birthday?
You guys, it was on your birthday. Don't you remember? You guys, all of you, helped get him to 1,000 subscribers.
What's crazy is, we hit 1,000 subscribers literally at 1 p.m. on the dot.
Jalen, why haven't we hung out before? And yeah, Michelle, I got to meet you in August, and I have loved you ever since.
Yeah, we hit 1,000 subs at exactly 1 p.m. on my birthday, which was a huge milestone.
That was a good time. We have not forgotten that, Molly.
Mm-hmm.
But in September, that's what happened. On his birthday, he hit 1,000 subscribers.
And after that, my subs started going up a lot quicker.
Ooh, hold on. See if I can find it. I gave Mike this photo album for Christmas. I thought since he had it here, he was going to show it off, but apparently not.
Oh, I was going to show it off once we got to December and Christmas.
On his birthday.
So that's us at, not Crystal Palace, what's that restaurant called?
The Plaza Restaurant.
Sorry, the Plaza, yes. And Stephanie bought me this Mickey birthday cake. I thought it was going to be this small little personal cake. No, it was huge. This was like a...
They charged like $35 for this cake. $35-$40 for this cake.
Yeah, it's like a 3-4 person cake.
I thought it was going to be small because, you know, Disney, you pay a big thing. You pay a big price tag and, you know, the thing comes out kind of small. But no.
But
and
yeah.
you have to let them know when you make the reservation if you want the cake.
Mm-hmm. Because they
or when you go
make
to,
it new.
Or when you go to, like, sort of check into, like, yeah, I think it's when you make the reservation. You have to let them know when you make the reservation that you want the cake. Mm-hmm. You met Mike on Disjabber. Ooh.
Yeah. And so then
Christian is awesome.
we took that photo that was in the album of me holding the birthday button and the 1,000 subs button over the ears.
Are you eating my peppermint bark?
Yes.
Give it. I told you to stay away from my peppermint bark.
Hey,
My peppermint bark.
Hey, I love peppermint bark too. Yeah, we actually got to hang out with Lena for a day.
In November.
No, I think, didn't you get to hang out with her longer than me? Because I had to go to work.
No, I think you brought me home.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway. So that was September. October, we celebrated our first Halloween together.
First time going to a semi-Halloween Horror Nights event.
And our first time closing out the Magic Kingdom Park. And we did that with Michelle as well. We closed down Magic Kingdom Park.
And
we were the last people out.
And Michelle got that amazing video of us dancing on Main Street,
which is on our, which is on my Instagram. And then November, we met Lena. And Lena, I am still drinking on those teas that you gave me. I like to have tea every now and then. When I get paid again, I'm going to go grocery shopping and get more tea because I love tea. So thank you again for those delicious teas and the craft supplies and the flamingo speaker. Thank you again. We just love it. We love them. They are awesome.
But then also in November, we got to spend our first Thanksgiving together.
That we did, and it was also my 29th birthday. I don't look like 29, do I?
No.
It was our 29th birthday. All right, Gomez. And then we decided not to have me cook on my birthday, and honestly, the way I cooked at Christmas, I think now it's going to be my job to cook for all the major holidays.
Yeah, because I kind of messed up the meal.
Okay. So now it's going to be my job to cook on all the major holidays, and he's the one that's going to have to do the dishes. Would you please stop just throwing your trash everywhere? Thank you. And please stop eating my peppermint bark. Thank you. What? Yes, Thanksgiving was Stephanie's month. Although in 2021, my birthday is going to be the day after Thanksgiving this year. So.
Hey.
And then we get from November, we go into December. And what happened in December, Mike?
Well, I think that's when I passed over 1,300.
Yeah, you did. That was really big.
It was either mid-late November or early December when I passed 1,300.
It was early December.
Which, as of currently, I'm still stalled out at around that 1,300 number. But that happens. I've been doing YouTube a long time, and I noticed there's periods of growth, and then there's periods of
very, very, very slow growth.
Yeah. You kind of flatline, basically, in your growth.
But that's because we made a couple decisions regarding the channel, which I'll talk to you about after we finish our yearly review. Okay, so what else happened in December?
Well, the big important one is that we got engaged on December 13th, which the 13 is her lucky number. And it was magical because our friend Michelle and Danica, along with my mom and Stephanie's mom, were there.
And our friend Jeff later on throughout the evening was also there. He joined us around the evening time. Didn't Aaron and Roxy get engaged in November?
Yes, they did. I forgot to mention that. And I remember I was the one who was fortunate enough to record that moment for Aaron. Yeah.
For their little vlog that they did. So yeah, our friends Aaron and Roxy got engaged in November before my birthday.
I need to go get her card.
We did get a Christmas card from Aaron and Roxy, we would like to give them a shout out for the amazing Christmas card that they sent out. And thank you. And this is their Christmas card that they sent.
But it's cute because it doesn't say Aaron and Roxana. It says future Mr. and Mrs. Giddens.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's gorgeous. Yes.
And I think that photo of them in front of the Magic Kingdom tree is the day they got engaged, I think.
Yeah, I think that's the day they got engaged.
Yeah, because they were wearing their
I'll be your Mickey, I'll be your Minnie shirts.
Which, I want to get those for Stephanie and I, but someone isn't a fan of couples shirts.
You'll get it for us regardless, you know that, right?
One day. Not right now.
But yes, December, Mike and I got engaged. Mike surpassed 1,300 subscribers. My mom came down. We got to visit with her.
I finally got to meet her mom, which was a very nerve-wracking experience.
Although my mom is cool, right?
Yes.
I told you. My mom is awesome. Michelle got to meet my mom. Our friend Danica got to meet my mom. His mom got to meet my mom. And our friend Jeff got to meet my mom as well. And my mom, she's like me, but older and wiser and cooler.
Mm-hmm. But literally, like, you two look so similar, you two could be sisters.
Twins. That's literally the line everybody else says.
Mm-hmm. And then, obviously, shortly after our engagement was our first Christmas together.
That was a lot of fun. Nerve-wracking, but fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also, in December, I finally started my new job at the Coin Mint, where I work as
Mystic
Lady...
Metals, right?
Yep, Mystic Metals Coin Mint, where I work as Lady K-Oss. That's K-A-Y space O-S-S. And I make coins and medallions. I mint coins and medallions with a giant hammer, and I bring the hammer down with a mighty boom shakalaka, which is great.
Wait, whoa, honey, stop.
Hammer time.
Which is one of the many puns that they use there inside of that shop. And also, all of their names on their name tags are puns or jokes. And they're from somewhere in Persia. Yes,
so I am from...
Yep, Michelle, I know exactly where that's from.
So I am from Forjatan, Persia.
Mm.
Which is awesome. I love it.
Mm-hmm. And literally, how the hammer works is they take the two pieces of metal that has the design you want on your coins, they put them together, and they put the blank coin in between. And you can do, I think, pewter, bronze, silver, or gold, right?
Yes. We have 4 medals. We're better than the Olympics.
Mm-hmm. So then they put another blank metal piece on top of that. That's the one that the hammer...
That's the one that we put the striking cap on.
Oh, yeah.
We put the striking die on top of the top die, and then we put the striking cap on top of that.
The striking cap is just this little round metal piece like this, which is attached to a stick, which you anchor against the base of the hammer. So that way the dies don't move or wiggle during the striking. And then while she's setting that up, one of her coworkers will be jacking the hammer up, and this thing goes like a good...
No, they don't jack the hammer up.
They crank it.
They crank the hammer up, they get cranky, but they don't do that until I've got everything set in place. I have everything set in place, I'm like, okay, raise the hammer gets cranked up. As we like to call it, the person on the hammer gets cranky. And, wonderful reference there, Michelle. The person on the hammer gets cranky, and then we honor the guest. We honor the guest by screaming, "In honor of..."
Well, you don't have to do the full screen.
Person's name. And then we say, "In honor of person's name, we grant the a mighty boom shakalaka," which is usually what we use. Some of us use various other different things. And
sometimes the person in their chair could look at their coworker and be like, whoa, stop.
No. We don't do that yet. I'm the one who does this job. Let me tell how I do it.
Well, then you tell it.
So, And then after we honor the person, we will say, and then we get a mighty huzzah from the crowd, and everybody around us huzzahs. It's wonderful. And then, we'll make some sort of punny joke, or we'll say something cute or funny, and then we'll drop the hammer. So there's a cord that attaches to the thing for the hammer. And then we will say striking, we'll hold the cap down, we'll yank the cord, and the hammer comes down. Sometimes with the weight of 3 fully grown male elephants, sometimes with the weight of 5 fully grown male elephants. This thing is massive.
Does it depend on the material of the...
It depends on the material of the coin that you are striking.
Because gold's harder, right?
No. Bronze.
Bronze is harder?
Bronze, you have to go up a certain way. And when Mike comes, when he's live streaming, when I'm working, it'll all be explained that way. But you end up making something nifty like this.
And yeah, you can do astrology signs, insignias for military if you were former military. Like the one we made for my mom, she's a Sagittarius. So we had the Sagittarius sign printed on one side, and on the other side we had the U.S. Army logo printed.
And these are part of my uniform, so I get to wear these every day.
Mm-hmm.
These are the bronze ones, though.
Yeah, what are the other ones you can do? You can do...
pewter, silver, or gold.
Oh, I'm talking about the signs. Because they have like the astrology signs, the signs for the military branches.
They have dragons, griffins, you wish it, we squish it is what we say. And there's about 200 designs. So, it's really cool.
Well, 200 designs or 200 dies?
The designs are on the dies. So, roughly around 200 designs.
Okay. And then, depending on how you intermatch those, there could be any, like, thousands of
different combinations.
Yep, Michelle, trust me, I'm a Virgo, too. Virgo squad.
I've noticed. I'm the one that has to deal with you.
Oh, you love me.
Indubitably.
Mm.
So based on how 2020 started, how would you say 2020 has gone for you?
I would say the back half of my 2020, starting from June, was a lot better than the first half.
Same.
Because the first half, the parks closed, obviously. I had some things go rough in my personal life.
The first half of my 2020, I had a place to live, and then I lost it, and I thought I was going to be homeless there for a bit. I had a decent job, and then I lost that. COVID really tore a lot of people's lives apart. And it's extremely rough, but we made it through. Like, okay, so at the end of 2019, I did not once say on any part of the day, and on December 31st, 2019, at no part of the day did I say, 2020, next year's gonna be my year. Next year I'm gonna make it. Next year I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. So maybe we should stop saying, next year's gonna be my year. Because seriously,
because something will go wrong.
Something will go wrong, but then things will inevitably go right. It's one of those, you've hit rock bottom, now the only way to go is up. So there's that. But it's, the back half of my 2020 was fantastic. The middle, the front half of my 2020, even in the beginning, wasn't too terribly bad. I did really good with my job, and I really loved my job, and everybody that I worked with loved me as well. So, it was one of those things that around the middle of 2020, things really started to go bad. But...
Is she quoting Lost in the Woods right now?
No. None of that is from Lost in the Woods. But yeah, my 2020 started out decent.
Honestly, the only way I made it through the rest of 2020 was with you.
Aw, I love you too.
Literally, if I didn't have you, I don't know where I would be right now.
Lost in the woods.
Forget Lost in the Woods. I'd be like Anna when she was just sitting there in that cave, curled up in a ball.
Depressed? So that was a visual representation of depression.
Or like 22.
Hey guys! Happy holidays! Happy New Year!
Hey, Mama and Papa Twinsy. That's what it is.
Twinsy fam! Whoop whoop! Yeah, so this year, I mean, overall, I have met so many new people. I've met all of you. I have had so many new experiences. You know,
How many YouTubers have you met this year?
Several. I met Spokesman this year, guys. I met Spokesman. Chris Spokesman, who I have been watching since I lived in North Carolina. Okay?
She was nerding out so hard, you guys.
I
It
was
adorable.
nerding. I was losing my, brain. Okay? Because I met Chris Spokesman. And honestly, I was looking through my pictures on Google Images and I was like, oh my god, yes, I did meet Chris Spokesman this year. You know, and I would never have been able to do that if I hadn't met Mike. If I hadn't asked this cute little face right here if he had a coin that I could borrow. I never would have met Chris Spokesman.
Mm-hmm. But also, it's like, before she met me, she never noticed YouTubers in the park.
Nope.
Not at all. The second she met me, she started seeing YouTubers left, right, and center. At first, it drove her crazy. But
I was
then,
like, wait, there's another one. Wait, there's another one. Wait, how are there so many of you that I've never seen before?
but see, then as she got to actually know a few of them, like Lena, Aaron, Roxy.
Like I said, I have made a lot of wonderful friends this year. Friends who I wouldn't have been able to make had I not met you. You know, I feel like I'm a part of this big family now. Like, because this isn't,
You're part of the DizTube family.
The YouTube community, the DizTube community, isn't just a bunch of friends. It's what it do, what it do. I love saying that. But the DizTube community isn't just a whole bunch of people going to the parks with cameras and like, woo, here's this. It's a family. And
It
you
really
guys
is.
are so tight-knit and so interwoven.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's no surprise now to look up from moderating the chat in your video and looking up and seeing, oh, there's another guy. Oh, there's another guy. Oh, there's, a whole family.
I figured out. So I think Carla's on this one. I think Armand Dad's on that one.
Uh-huh. Hi, Armand Dad.
I guess they made two separate ones. So
Happy
they can post.
holidays. But yeah, it's just, I've met so many people. Like Armand Dad, Armand Mom, the Twinsies, everyone. I've met, Jaylyn, I've met Lena, Lorna, Molly,
Mm-hmm.
Just every single person.
Although I will say this, when it comes to us DizTubers, there are what I like to classify as weight classes.
Yeah, that's true.
So there are those of us who are under the 5K mark. And then there are people between like 5 to 10K.
Happy
and then
holidays,
there's
Molly.
And then there's the 10 to 20K, 20 to 50, 50 to 100,000, and 100,000 plus. There are weight classes to this. I am still at the bottom of the barrel.
That's
terms of
okay
weight
though,
classes.
because when you're at the bottom of the barrel, you can go up.
Exactly.
And that's actually what we're going to do. That's a really great segue into our next topic is changes that are coming to the channel.
Mm-hmm.
So Mike doesn't always have the same days off. Usually he has Sundays and Mondays off, which is pretty good, right?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
So, with my work schedule right now is my boss lost a few people the past few months, but he's hiring on more people. So hopefully I'll then get a more consistent work schedule. So then I'll have consistent days when I can stream. And then Stephanie always has Sundays and Mondays off. So
At
then there are
my
days,
own personal request.
Yes. So then there are days when if I'm not able to stream, she can go to the parks and run a solo stream by herself.
But also Sundays and Mondays, if those are the days we have off together, those are days we can do streams together. So some of the things I'd like to do is you'll notice that we tend to do really long streams. We do all day streams, which, as we can see, a lot of people can't stay for all day.
But then
So-
also, it's hard because, like, on the replays, not everyone can sit down and watch a 4 or 5, 6 hour replay.
Exactly. So what we would like to do is we would like to, he always names the streams, Tomorrowland Tuesday or Fantasyland Friday. So things that we would like to do is we would like to stick with the theme. We have a good theme set in place, but then we kind of just go all over the place. So we'd like to give you guys... Hello, Claudia!
Claudia, I work in the food industry. I work in the restaurant industry. And Stephanie...
I work in the hospitality industry.
Yes, you technically got a job back at Universal, but not from Universal itself. It's third party.
It is third party. Technically it's like sort of retail, but I make medallions and coins for people at a coin mint place that I made, not medieval style. Yeah, medieval style coin mint place. Where I smash coins with a hammer and I impress them. I imprint them with images of your choosing.
But let me tell you, with your job, honey, I am rather impressed.
Thanks.
I know that was punny, right?
That's terrible. But Claudia, as far as our YouTubing goes, we go to the theme parks. We walk around. We give you guys some really nice content to enjoy. Thank you, by the way, Armand family. But we do like to do that.
But yeah, so in the upcoming year, obviously we have the new channel name. So we're going to be a couples-based channel.
Uh-huh.
Which means hopefully we can get, with both of us having access to the channel now, hopefully we can get twice as much content out to you guys, whether it's a stream, vlog, what have you.
Thank you.
But yeah, I think Stephanie and I are going to sit down at some point and figure out, okay, let's pick these 4 days of the week and assign them to a certain park. And then we can come up with titles for that, so that way we can have a semi-set.
Well, if we always do ours on
days.
Sundays and Mondays, let's say for the Magic Kingdom, if we're going to the Magic Kingdom on Sunday, we can do Space Mountain Sunday. Or we can hang out in Tomorrowland and we can, do everything in Tomorrowland, go through the shops, check out the food that they've got there. Because the launch pad, I don't know if you've eaten at the launch pad, but...
The launching pad?
The launching pad, yeah. Right under the Tomorrowland Transit Authority, right under the People Mover.
And Astro Orbiter.
And Astro Orbiter. Have you ever done Astro Orbiter? Astro Orbiter's fun.
No.
Yeah, these are things that you could do. We could stay in that one little area, stream there, and then
have the rest of the day to ourselves, right?
Yeah. Which is nice. And thank you, Claudia, for watching and loving us. We love you guys too. Like I said, you guys are a big part of my family now, and this is wow. No one ever told me.
Right?
No one ever told me when you date a streamer, you date the whole family, and it's a big family.
All 1,300 of them.
All 1,300 of you. It's a big family. Good thing I'm Italian. We like big families.
What's ironic is I only get 100 out of that 1,300 watching, but hey, it's a start.
Tighten up the streams a little bit. Could have more. I want to take you guys in the Swiss Family Treehouse. I love the Swiss Family Treehouse. He never wants to go. I love walking up all those steps. Walking. Up. And down all of those steps. Also because, Swiss Family Robinson was one of my favorite books growing up. As is Robinson Crusoe, which Swiss Family Robinson is loosely based off of. Bet y'all didn't know that.
I didn't.
You didn't? You would know that if you went in the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse.
Well, me personally, I want to go inside Tarzan's treehouse more.
Okay, well that one's out in California. So maybe Armand Mom and Armand Dad can get you out there. So yeah, those are just a few of the changes coming to the channel. We're going to try and get some slightly better equipment, like a microphone. If you were here earlier, you probably remember the debacle with not being able to hear us. We are going to try and get a new microphone. And then if he gets an actual GoPro, maybe he can give me the gimbal. And I can use that because I enjoy the gimbal. That's powerful.
Mm-hmm.
You hadn't even thought about that, have you? Claudia,
Well, it also doesn't help.
I'm not really in the best shape.
Well, see, it also doesn't help that you literally walk around a theme park all day and probably rack up like 5 to 10 miles worth of walking in a day.
Yes, Orlando Mike is a Broncos fan. Our Gatorland visit was a lot of fun, and we are actually, Jalen brings up a great point. We are going to try and branch out as far as what we do. We love the Disney parks. We know you love the Disney parks, and we're going to keep delivering on the Disney parks.
Because that's the big ticket item down here.
Because that's a big ticket item down here. But what we really want to do is we want to branch out. We want to go to Icon Park. There are so many things here in Florida to do that are not just Disney.
Because Icon Park has the Wheel, Madame Tussauds, All Red, which is Blake Shelton's bar. We did a live stream from there once.
We did do a live stream from there. But, you know, there's just so much to do in Orlando that's more than just the theme parks. I don't know if you've ever streamed at SeaWorld. I haven't been to SeaWorld since I was, like, very, very small.
The problem is with SeaWorld, very hard to stream on those rides. And also, a lot of the shows are indoors. Not a lot of good connection. So that could actually be a vlog.
That could be a vlog. You know, there's a lot of things we could do. Busch Gardens. There's a Busch Garden. Have you been to the Busch Gardens here?
No.
Busch Gardens, Africa.
Yep. We do want to get up to Busch Gardens. We want to get up to Legoland because...
NASA.
We want to get up to Legoland because our friends Andy and Sierra work there.
We could go to the Kennedy Space Center. There is a Warbird Museum, like 10 minutes down the road from where we live. If you guys know what a Warbird is, apparently they are planes used in the wars. Okay, so like a Warbird Museum. Come on, guys. And then there's Give Kids the World, which is just down the road from us, which Jodie Benson, Disney nerds know who that is. Jodie Benson likes to sing there a lot.
Problem is, I think she doesn't go there just out of the blue. I think she's only there on media nights.
Well, she schedules her time there, obviously. She's Jodie Benson. She's a very busy lady. But, you know, there's a lot of things in Florida. They could also drive by
Port Canaveral, see if any of the Disney cruise ships are there.
We could do that, yeah. But there's a lot of things we could do. There's a lot of things we would like to do, you know, to bring you in this new year. There's a lot of, you know, new things that, you know, we haven't done. You know, I've been living in Florida for almost 3 years.
Unimportant.
Stop. Copyright. Copyright.
It'll be fine.
But, you know, there's a lot of things here in Florida. I've lived here for 2 years that I haven't done. Things I haven't even thought about. There were times when I was in high school that we would go to... Stop it. There are times where I was in high school where we would go to Busch Gardens in Virginia. And that's like Busch Gardens Europe, right? So they've got like a little Italy and Ireland and Germany and all that. And
so here it's like a miniature World Showcase.
Sort of. Here in Florida, we have a Busch Gardens Africa. Busch Gardens!
Jalen says Daytona, the pier.
The surfing. Have you ever been to a race at Daytona Speedway?
No, but that'd be a cool possible stream.
Daytona Speedway! I'm not even into racing! Daytona Speedway! Come on!
Although I've honestly always wanted to go to a NASCAR race.
I know!
Although I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of those people who only watches NASCAR just to see
crashes.
People possibly, yep.
That's okay. I watch hockey to see it, you know. I like to tell a joke. I went to a fight once and a hockey game broke out. I told that to one of my coworkers and he was like, "Are you serious?" And I'm like, "No, it's a joke." I'm like, "Sirloin, you should know this. It's a joke. Anything I say here is a joke." much like my life. Just kidding.
But then also, like, if there are events that travel to the U.S. to come down here that we could go do, like, I don't know how interested you are in this, like, if a Monster Jam or something comes down here, or some kind of motocross event.
That would be cool to see. I'm also thinking, thank you, Cindy.
Her energy
Chocolate
is
milk.
great. Her energy is honestly one of the things I love most about her because it fuels me. I'm an empath, which means I kind of feed off of the emotions that I feel around me.
I'm an empath too.
So her energy kind of fuels me, and I love it.
And his energy fuels me back, and we bounce off of each other, which is always very nice.
How do you say, honey? We complement each other.
We supplement each other.
We supplement each other.
We don't complete each other because we don't need to be completed.
We supplement each
other because we make each other stronger. And we do good for each other.
You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. You know that?
No, I love you too.
And I love her little button nose. It's so cute.
Seriously, stop. You're going to scare him. But yeah, there's so many things to do in Orlando, and there's so many things we would like to do with you, and there's so many things that we would like to show you. You know, I don't know if any of you guys have ever been to a convention, but Orlando has MegaCon. You know, and when
that'd be a cool vlog.
When they open up, you know, the conventions again, when we can finally, and a lot of the reasons why we haven't been doing a lot of these things lately is because they're just not open. You know, 2020 has been
shut down.
A year, everything's been shut down. Everything has just been so crazy.
Like 2020 shut down cons, concert series, everything. Like
I was supposed to go to a BTS concert. And for those of you that don't know who that is a Korean pop group, and they are very, very big in Korea, very, very big in Japan, and they actually have quite a huge following here in the U.S.
Especially since they started dropping their more English.
Yeah, especially since they started dropping their more English albums. So, BTS, amazing. Look them up if you get a chance, if you're into K-pop. And if you're not into K-pop, look them up anyway, because they are so much fun. And Jalen, we will actually answer that question in just a little bit. But I actually got Mike, me and my friend Missa got Mike into BTS. We just light up with dynamite. I love you.
I love you too. Yeah.
But yeah, I was supposed to go to a BTS concert with my friends Missa and Allison and Becky. My favorite is J-Hope. I love J-Hope. But
mine is the
you're
bass.
pushing me off the chair.
Sorry.
But 2020 has been rough for everybody. For you guys, for Mike, for me. 2020 has been extremely hard. But we got through it. There's only a few days left. So let's go into 2021, not touch anything, not break anything, just take a deep breath, and let's go into this having seen the hindsight being 2020. Let's go into this kinder. Let's go into this velvet covered steel, I like to say. Let's speak softly, but carry a big stick. So that's my advice for 2020. Speak softly, but carry a big stick. I don't know. You got anything?
No,
Talk less, smile more.
Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for.
Well, that's terrible, but the first bit was fine.
For any Hamill fans out there,
he got me into more musicals. That was what happened this
oh yeah,
year.
I got her to become a fan of Newsies, and she got me into BTS. So I think it's pretty much fair.
It's fair trade.
I also got you in that. Did I get you into Hamilton, or did you get me into Hamilton?
You got me into Hamilton, but I got you into Team Star Kid.
Yes, you did get me into Team
Which
Star
is
Kid.
a very even
What do you want, Paul?
trade.
I think I'm sleeping on the couch tonight, guys.
No, you're not. We don't even have a couch. That's something we need to get in 2021 is a couch.
Yeah, see.
Oh, Jalen, we were going to answer your question.
Oh yeah. So, well, we have a date, a general time frame that we want to get married. We want to get married around October 1st, 2021, which, for those who may or may not know, October 1st is going to be the 50th anniversary of the Walt Disney World Magic Kingdom. And we want to do it somewhere, not in Magic Kingdom, because that's expensive. We looked into it. Booking the Magic Kingdom for a wedding, like on Main Street, costs like 30 grand.
Way more money than we'll ever have combined.
Yeah.
Unless we win the lottery.
Mm-hmm.
Or successfully rob a bank.
But surprisingly, there are some places around Disney, around Magic Kingdom property, that are very affordable. Like the Grand Floridian Wedding Pavilion is only like 3 to 4 grand. And they don't make you pay per head. They just make you pay for the...
Yeah, but then you have to pay for everything else.
Yeah, you got to pay for photography and food and all that.
These are things that we're looking at, things we're looking into.
Although there is a spot that we both think will be the best, but we're not going to announce that until we actually have an official date set.
We did have our official date set, remember? Because I told you, if we're setting an official date, I want to post it on Facebook. So we've set an official date.
Oh, yeah. But
now we're October 1st, 2021. But
we're still waiting for the Disney wedding planners to email us back to set up an appointment to go meet with them.
They also have to, their offices are closed right now due to COVID.
And due to the holidays. So it would probably have to be like a phone call meeting.
Or a Zoom meeting.
Or a Zoom meeting. Or like video call over Messenger or what have you.
Doctor Who has new episodes coming out. Jalen, you are absolutely correct.
See, I'm still waiting for when they're going to drop the second half of Lucifer on Netflix.
They haven't already done that?
No. I think they were filming it when all of this mess happened.
That's true.
I mean, they dropped the first half. Although it still kills me that they got the Allstate guy to play God. Like, why wouldn't you get Morgan Freeman?
Okay, because the Allstate guy was awesome. Okay? I was floored by that. Like, I was thrilled. That to me was I was like, yes, the Allstate guy, yes!
I mean, come on,
Morgan Freeman's always the obvious choice. Why always go with the obvious choice? Why not surprise somebody? Because he's Morgan Freeman. Why not surprise your people? You know, maybe your people like the Allstate guy. I enjoy the Allstate guy. Personally, I think he's great. You're in good hands, he says. I think he's awesome.
Michelle's waiting for a new season of Marvelous Miss Maisel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Roxy.
Roxy!
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, hold on. Let me see if there's... Oh. I think I just found out the problem. I'm sorry, guys. We're still... remember, it's a new app we're using. Hold on. I'm going to go into the bathroom and see what the volume's like now. And, honey, if I give you a thumbs up at the door...
Guys, you're not going to believe... You're not going to believe what just happened.
I'm sorry, guys. We're still... remember, it's a new app we're using.
You're not going to believe what just happened.
Well, then, I think now because of that...
Now you can move it back and make people stop looking at my fat face.
Is that good?
Yes.
Honey, well, you gotta look at it here, remember?
Yes. Can you hear me better now?
Hold on. I'm gonna wait.
The sound is now turned on. This is ridiculous, guys. Roxy, I loved your vlog, honey. That was adorable.
Oh, and also in case they haven't seen it, you should point out the sign behind you over your shoulder, babe.
You and I have the same pair of ears. We are engaged. For those that don't already know.
This is ridiculous, guys. Roxy, I loved your vlog. That was adorable.
You can hear me throughout the whole house, Tiffany. That is fantastic. You and I have the same pair of ears. We are engaged. For those that don't already know. And Roxy, I commented on it on your vlog, but on one side of these ears it says mermaid hair, don't care, and on the other side it has a silhouette of Ariel. Although it seems like you may already know that because you looked at my comments.
Honey,
What?
I've never been more embarrassed in my life.
You've never been more embarrassed, dude. There's a mega clearance event at Michael's.
Fun.
I know, right? Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, Richard.
Again, guys, this is a new app that we just started using today, so we're still kind of working with it.
I'm dropping things.
Samantha says she can't see the engaged sign because the Bronco sign's blocking it. And then here. Trying to do this while I'm not actually. There we go. Problem solved.
You just didn't want that Broncos sign there.
But also, I think we should lower the neon sign.
Yeah, I think we should lower our neon sign.
Maybe we can put it like right here next to the calendar.
Yeah.
Because then that way it'll be right over our heads.
Again, these are things that we're gonna figure out coming into the new year is how to fix up our channel.
Roxy, it's the app that Aaron uses. He recommended it to me, and honestly, I think you and I can both agree it's working way better than Streamlabs.
Oh, it is definitely working way better than Streamlabs now that we know how to fix the sound, mic. These are things that you should figure out.
Speaking of Aaron.
Aaron!
Hashtag mirrored. Yep.
Go ahead and show them what I got you for Christmas. Pretty much the one thing I got you for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad because, like I said, I just started my new job. So
it is a photo album. On the cover it says Mike and Stephanie, the year we met, 2020.
It also says you are my sunshine, and I underline that.
Mm-hmm. And when I open it, it says Mike, 2020, the year of face masks, leader.
Don't say that bit.
Is that major?
Yeah, that's major.
Major recession, job loss, and
Can't read my handwriting.
and just HE double sticks in general. Even in the worst of times, I found you. But to be honest, you had me from hello, love always, Steph. P.S. You give me something to believe in. Which she put in 2 nods to our songs. We have 2 songs, not just one. One of our songs is You Had Me From Hello by Kenny Chesney. The other one is Something to Believe In from Newsies. And actually, as I'm flipping through the photos, she starts off with the lyrics from You Had Me From Hello on each photo.
And they're just pictures that I took of us throughout the year, or throughout the 6 months that we've known each other.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some of my favorite photos. Like there's some with him sticking his tongue out, some with him building a cabinet with his mom, one of him from Gatorland, you know. Some of him sleeping because he's so cute when he sleeps.
Us at Universal. A lot of us at Universal.
There's a lot of us at Universal.
Because the first 3 months that we knew each other, we were spending time at Universal because Disney hadn't opened yet.
Disney hadn't opened yet, yeah. Some with him in front of Voodoo Donut, you know. There's a lot of cute pictures. Okay, I'll see you later, Aaron. Bye.
I think he may be joking.
Oh.
Because he put the laughing emoji.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that. Pictures from our first day at the Magic Kingdom.
We were wearing our Haunted Mansion stuff. I had my shirt with the Hitchhiking Ghosts. She had her Spirit jersey with the leggings. Me riding Splash Mountain.
Because I don't ride that ride.
Mm-hmm. Us on Haunted Mansion. A few of us in Pandora. Some of us on Figment.
By the way, Aaron and Roxy, thank you for the Christmas card.
Yes.
We're sorry we didn't get one out to you guys.
But next year we probably will be in a more stable situation to actually send out Christmas cards to people.
That would be really cool.
That would be
You
nice.
guys used Shutterfly, am I right? Yeah, you guys use Shutterfly. My mom uses Shutterfly. I love the photo books that they do. Their photo books are awesome. You guys should get photo books.
Mm-hmm. She also has...
We talked about you guys in our yearly review.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so then she only does the first verse and chorus of You Had Me From Hello, and then she does the first verse and chorus from Something to Believe In. And then, now, unfortunately, I don't think she got to fully finish it, because there's still some blank parts.
And there's still some, pages that I wasn't able to finish. But there's something that I always say to him whenever he asks me an adorable question.
Which is, I can never say no to you. And honestly, I can never say no to you either, honey.
Did you see the back of it? You didn't, did you? You're just
No.
now seeing this.
No, I did. And on the back, she actually put the beginning of the lyrics from Happily Ever After.
He cried. He cried. He cried when he saw this. Cried actual tears. He's so sad.
Thank you, Roxy. Thank you. Aaron's making fun of me, and Roxy's putting him in his place. Roxy's putting him in his place. Welcome to
Good
Engaged
job.
Life, Aaron. It's from now on. It's just gonna be you and I being put in our place by our respective fiancés.
And you're okay with that, aren't you?
Yes.
Good.
I may be the guy, but she wears the pants in the relationship.
Because
Isn't that
I'm the
right?
one who washes the pants. I do the laundry. I arrange the menu, the seating. And no one else is in the room where it happens.
Bum, bum, ba-da-da-da-da. Thomas claims.
Anyway, so yes, for the next year, just a quick recap. We are going to...
You showed it to Michelle.
Yes.
Oh.
I also told Michelle something about the day we met that you won't find out until the day we get married.
Ah.
And now you know, Michelle. Now he knows that there's a secret that you know that he doesn't.
Well, if you
You
don't
have
know,
to keep
now
that.
you know.
So, quick recap. Our year in review was
Well, the first half.
mild.
The first half, it kind of went down under. But then we found each other. And I can say with absolute certainty, the second half of my 2020.
Was infinitely better than the first.
Mm-hmm. And I'm excited to see what 2021 has in store for us.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch. We still have to go outside and scream Jumanji at the top of our lungs on New Year's Eve.
Yep.
For the channel next year, we are going to be tightening up the streams. So unless we're doing a feud review, we're probably not going to be eating on stream anymore. We hope you're okay with that.
Yep. We're probably going to pick set days of the week that we're going to stream from.
Yep. We're gonna do our very best to have a very set schedule. We might throw in a surprise stream here and there.
Mm-hmm.
We'll let you guys know about an hour beforehand.
Mm-hmm. And our mods will probably know the day before.
Yes.
And also, our Patreons, which I still have my Patreon up, but our Patreons also get day before notice
Yes.
on our streams.
How many Patreons do we have?
I currently have none. So who's going to be the lucky first?
Michelle, you can tell Aaron.
And then Aaron, you can tell me.
Aaron, don't tell Mike.
Aaron, you're one of my groomsmen. Don't let me down, dude.
He won't tell you. I didn't show Roxy the ears when I got them before she did. He won't tell you. You can handle surprises, can't you?
Yeah, unlike someone.
Okay. Your interview. We did that. I'm trying to circle us back because you keep getting distracted. He knows if he tells you, Roxy and I'll both get on him. Nice. Well done, Roxy. Well done.
Well, Aaron, I think in this instance, you better be more worried about Steph than Roxy, because Roxy, for the time being, is still all the way up in Chicago.
Nan's Global Kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
Hello. Hi, Maya's grandmother.
Believe
Very
in the
nice
magic,
to
Maya.
see you again.
That's Believe in the Magic,
Yeah.
Maya's grandma.
Thank you so much for popping in to say hello. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a very happy New Year.
And kisses.
And I am going to go subscribe to your channel because I love
You will have to search
kitchens.
it. You will have to search it.
I have to search it? Okay.
Yeah, YouTube took away that feature that you can't click on someone's name.
Hi, Maya!
Hey, Maya. Although, look, Roxy says I will still kill him.
I love you guys.
Apparently, Roxy will literally drive down from Chicago.
Oh, she'll find a way. Anyway. In short, this year was bad, got better, and next year we're going to do everything we can to make everything better. We're going to tighten up the streams. We're going to make it a little bit more fun. We're going to keep in with the theme that we set for the day, and I'm going to make sure that at some point in the next year, I get you guys on the tree. Okay, I want to go on the tree. There's a reason why I want to go on the tree, and that tree was made by Disney. Okay, that was a made by Disney tree. That was Disney's design to make that tree, and that was the second tree that he had made.
Okay. Rachel asks, what was your favorite cavalcade?
My favorite cavalcade? Wow, that's a really good question. Because there are so many of them.
There were the standard ones that were going when the parks first opened.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was the Halloween ones.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Then there was the Christmas ones.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. The one I wish they could have had out was the Maleficent Dragon.
Yes, I wish they had incorporated that into the villains one they had out during Halloween.
And hold on.
Because, like, instead of having Maleficent on the float, you could have had another villain,
Global Kitchen.
like Cruella,
Uh-huh.
and then you could have had the dragon following. And since they still had the Stillwalkers in the Mickey and Friends cavalcade,
And I have subscribed to your Global Kitchen. Oh. Fruitcake recipe? Holiday snowballs? What?
Aaron, as much as I hate to admit it, you're right.
Aww.
Well, in all fairness, Aaron, so are you. And Roxy, you can probably confirm that.
My favorite cavalcade, honestly, was probably the princesses. I love seeing the princesses cavalcade. My second favorite was the one that whichever one Jose and Panchito were on. Because you don't see Jose, Carioca, or Panchito anywhere. Ever. Except in the Three Caballeros ride at Epcot. And
see, I think they were on the...
If they're putting in a Brazil in Epcot, because I think they're going to add more countries.
Thank you, Roxy.
If they put in a Brazil, I think that they should have Jose Carioca meet people in Brazil, and then have Panchito meet people in Mexico, and have Donald sort of bounce between the two, which I think would be really cool.
Or if they don't end up doing Brazil, just bring in Jose and Panchito
into the Mexican pavilion
and have them meet with Donald.
Yeah.
So you can meet all three of the Caballeros at once.
All three Caballeros at once. That would be fantastic.
Aaron says I'm a sucker, not whipped. There's a difference. Aaron, I'm sorry, dude.
I mean,
We're
is
whipped,
there
dude.
really a difference?
Aaron, I'm sorry. I hate to tell you this. There's no difference.
The Chernobog one and the Fantasia, the Chernobog one is great because, you know, people don't remember Fantasia as a Disney. Most people don't remember Fantasia as a Disney movie. Fantasia was fantastic. Fantasia was ahead of its time. Fantasia was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And for anyone that's like, oh, Fantasia's boring, it's just music and art, or like it's just music and you know, movie clips. What do you think a movie is? You know? Maybe there's not a lot of speaking, maybe there's not a lot of acting, maybe there's not a lot of characters you can define, but it's still a movie, right? And it's still fantastic, and what it brings to light is the music used in the movie, because without music, movies would be...
Well, Aaron, if you want to clarify what that difference is, DM me what that difference is, and Stephanie will verify it.
Usually. Chip and Dale on a cavalcade would have been awesome.
Well, see, what they're doing with
that's-
Chip and Dale...
That's actually a really good topic we should bring up since we're here. What would you change this year about Disney?
Honestly, yeah, I would have liked to have seen more character variety in the cavalcades.
Mm-hmm.
Because since they weren't full-on parades and there were not as many meet and greets, I would have liked to have seen rarer characters make appearances. You know, characters from Hercules, characters from...
Atlantis, The Lost Empire, Treasure Planet, Tarzan.
Mm-hmm. I would have
All
liked
those
to have seen
movies that came out in, you know, the 90s.
Yeah.
When they were using the Florida studio.
I would have liked to have seen them bring out rarer characters.
Yeah. That would have been really cool, you know, for them to have, like, the rare characters. But then at the same time, you know, there's supposed to be... I've noticed this. There's supposed to be social distancing in the theme parks, right? Whenever the cavalcades come out, it's people line up just like it's a parade.
Especially
all right? And
on
they
Main
wait
Street.
there with their... Especially just everywhere. You know, and they line up just like it's a parade. And the goal there is to not get people to line up like it's a parade.
Although I have noticed the cavalcade floats go by a lot faster than they normally would if it was the Festival of Fantasy parade. Festival of Fantasy goes very slow to give more time to look at the floats and admire them.
Mm-hmm.
Versus the cavalcade floats, they zip right by you.
Yeah. Okay, so here's a question I have for you guys. For those of you that were with us on the Halloween stream at Magic Kingdom, what was your favorite Halloween costume? Because I can tell you right off the bat, mine was the kid dressed as the Raven. Okay? Hands down. That kid will always be my favorite Halloween costume.
Although, there was that cute couple.
He pulled the strings, and the wings went out, and it was fantastic.
And I think it was his aunt or his grandmother.
His mom. His mom made it for him.
Yes, his mom made it for him, and she said she made it to scale to the performers. So she figured out the average height of the performers who dresses the Ravens and scaled it down to fit him.
Oh, yeah.
So if that kid were taken as a photo of him and then stretched up to fit the size of the performers, that costume would be to scale.
And Samantha, the changing the cavalcades every week would be cool.
But it would be a nightmare.
It would probably be a logistical nightmare, though. However, if they kept the floats but changed the characters on the floats, that would be pretty awesome. I would like, and yeah, that couple's costume with Max and Roxanne, hands down, one of my favorites.
That was the best couple's costume.
We are doing that.
That was the best couple's costume.
We are doing that. I will get you the gloves, and we are doing that.
Yeah, so like, you know, maybe one day take off Aladdin and Mary Poppins and put in Hercules and someone else.
Milo.
Yeah, Hercules and Milo,
or Jim Hawkins, Long John Silver.
I don't think they have a Long John Silver.
Yeah, they do. In Treasure Planet, there's a Long John Silver.
I'm saying they don't have a costume for him. They don't have a character outfit for him.
That's true. They'd have to make one. But they do have Jim Hawkins.
Mm-hmm.
Like me some Jim Hawkins.
But yeah, so like bring out Hercules, Quasimodo, Judge Frollo, Esmeralda.
Yeah. And yeah, that would be really cool if they changed up the characters a little bit.
Well, Aaron, at some point I do want to see the Festival of Fantasy return
Yes.
in all its glory.
After.
But I think that needs to come after the vaccine becomes available to everyone, so that Disney can then possibly increase capacity, which means bringing back more cast members.
Yeah.
Which means bringing back parades, shows, things of that nature.
Yes, Maya, absolutely. The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Treasure Planet, Atlantis, those are some of my favorite movies. I wish they would definitely do something with that. For the 50th coming up, because they're probably going to celebrate it all year because it's Disney that go all out for this, I would like to see them bring back some of the characters like Milo from Atlantis, or, Quasimodo, Jim Hawkins. I would like to see them bring back Hercules and Meg, some of the characters that you don't see as often anymore. The parades to come back would be awesome. If they brought back a parade for Epcot, I think that would be cool, because they're starting Harmonious. I think to bring back a parade, or at least keep the cavalcades going in Epcot.
You see, I think that's creative.
The cavalcades?
Yes, but also with the Mickey and Friends cavalcade, once the holidays are over, when Mickey and Friends goes by, have Jose and Panchito come out, or Chip and Dale come out with them.
Yeah.
Instead of just
Jose,
Mickey,
Panchito,
Minnie,
Donald, Chip and Dale,
Mickey, Minnie,
the
Goofy.
princesses from each country.
Because I think that's what they're doing right now. They're doing the Anna and Elsa one, which poor Elsa has to walk around all World Showcase on her feet while Anna rides around in the carriage.
Well, Anna's the spoiler alert. Anna's queen now, because Elsa's the fifth spirit. But yes, Maya, 20,000 Leagues would have been amazing.
See, that would have been really cool.
Themed as Atlantis. Out in California, they took 20,000 Leagues and they rethemed it to Finding Nemo, which is good, but honestly, I think they get a lot of flack because that ride's very claustrophobic. If you've never been inside of a submarine, it's very claustrophobic. It's, you're underwater. You're so far underwater, and, everything's just, there's walls very close to you. It's very claustrophobic. Also, for tall people like Aaron and Mike, they would have to duck to get into the submarines. But yeah, there's so much that I'm glad that we were able to do this year because of COVID, that I don't really have any complaints. Sometimes the parades can be a hassle, Samantha, I do agree. And quite honestly, if you've seen the parade once, then you don't need to see it every single time. And for me, I feel the same way about the cavalcades. If you've seen the cavalcades once, you don't need to necessarily see it every time. And you're right, Nan, you're absolutely right. People don't social distance as well as they should be doing, especially when the cavalcades go by. And again, it's one of those, if you've seen it once, maybe you don't need to see it again. It's always nice to catch it, if you happen to be there. But, it's just, and it's okay, Nan. It's okay. We check the comments off and we try and respond to each and every one. But, yeah, I mean, the parades are nice, but... and that's like, I guess that's one of the privileges of living here in Florida, is we can go to Disney and we don't have to stop and watch the parades all the time. We can go to Disney, we don't have to stop and watch the cavalcades all the time. You know, we can go to Disney and, you know, if we don't get on a ride, we can say, oh, that's okay, I'll get on it next time I come. And that's one of the privileges of living here, is that and that's something I think we take for granted. Because you guys don't live here. And so you guys get to see what we give you. But if there's something you want to do, you have to hop on over to another channel or try and, you know, find another video or wait until we get on that thing. And it's one of the things of like, it's just, we live here and we forget how lucky we are to live here. So there is that. And Samantha, that is a wonderful question. What ride would I rethink? There's a few of them. I would honestly, retheme. Good, very good question. They don't call it Autopia here. They call it Autopia in Disneyland in California. But I would definitely retheme that one with electric cars. Okay, see you later. But I would definitely do that one with electric cars, and I would see if I could get Elon Musk to sponsor that. And he could do you could design it to be like mini Teslas and do like electric cars. And you could they wouldn't necessarily have to redo the track, but every night they would just have to plug in the cars and, you know, let them charge overnight. Because those cars can get so far on a charge, right? I mean, I don't know. I've never had a Tesla. I wouldn't know. But I would also retheme Figment. Journey into Imagination with Figment. I would reopen the entire half of the track that they closed off. And I would bring back Dreamfinder because Dreamfinder is amazing. I would make him look like the Dreamfinder how he looks in the comics when Marvel did them. Because I don't know if you guys know this. Marvel they partnered with Disney and did a Figment Dreamfinder comic, and it was a series of 4 comic books, and it talks about how Dreamfinder became Dreamfinder. It's really awesome, and it's just amazing. And I would see if we could get Tesla to sponsor that as well, and then in the final show scene they could have, you know, Figment and Dreamfinder and an audio animatronic of Tesla guy to be standing there on Mars in front of like a colonization, you know? Just imagine, because it took imagination to bring about the first electric car. It would take imagination. Like, somebody has to imagine these things before they can come about, right? You don't just like wake up and go, oh, I think I'm going to pull an electric car out of my ear today. No, because you got to imagine how it's going to work and how you're going to recharge it and what it's got to do and all this and all that. You'd have to do the same thing if we colonize Mars. So why not put a Tesla on Mars, right? And get him to, you know, sponsor that too. I think that would be great. Disney should get on that. The OG Figment. I remember taking my picture with Figment and Dreamfinder when I was a very small child. You could get your picture with Dreamfinder and he had Figment. Figment would steal your hat and throw it. I'd do it like that because it was a puppet. But yes, the Tron coaster's happening. The Tron coaster, when was the last time you saw it? Did it look good?
Yeah, all of the coasters done. Most of the canopy, the shell of the canopy rather, the little triangle bits, have been put in place. So once they're done with that, I think they're going to start pulling away the steel work Because all of that dark brown tan steelwork is just temporary holding until they get it all locked together, because then it'll actually just sit. And then they're going to start putting on the actual shell around it, putting in the lighting, testing it.
I know you're excited for that because you like coasters, but you're also excited for the Velocicoaster too.
Yes.
You are
Which
extremely excited.
That is
for
opening summer
Velocicoaster.
2021, and I want to be there opening day for that.
You could be there opening day for that. I am going to be holding the stream. Most likely. Unless he's got a GoPro strapped to his chest.
Which I'm hoping by that point I will have a GoPro. Because then I can record ride footage of some of these coasters and actually put them up. And then hopefully if I have two, I can also have the wrist mount, which will get my reaction of actually riding it, and then the chest mount to get my point of view. Because
So you want 2 GoPros?
eventually, yes.
Wow, you're expensive. Whew.
Well, because then I would use the head mount to get my point of view. Problem is, I don't think on rides like Hulk and such that allow you to do that.
No.
Because it's the risk of it flying off. Now with the chest mount, there's no risk of that flying off.
You could get a mount like how my mom has. My mom has the Hunter binoculars mount she uses for her camera. You could probably get something like that.
Yeah, they make mounts like that for GoPros.
Oh, so they make specific ones.
And they hug your chest really well so they don't slide.
I'm learning.
Because like with your mom's camera holster,
hers moves around so that she can...
it's elastic, so that way she can move it up and take photos with it and then just put it back down.
Yeah.
The GoPro one, it just sits there.
Well, maybe if we see Spokesman again, we can ask him what his setup is. We can be like...
He's pretty mum's the word on that.
Well, I mean, you know, streaming is kind of a... I don't want to say a cutthroat business, but it's very competitive.
Well, yes, there is a competitive market for it. And some people don't want to give away their text secrets. But, anywho, I think we need to begin wrapping this up.
Yeah, I think we're going to wrap this up. We thank you so much for joining us on our home stream today for our news updates. I am going to do personally a vlog for the channel about, you know, some of my favorite photos and little video clips that we've taken this year. Don't worry, the home ones of you dancing to NSYNC's Bye 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 will not show up on the clip.
And the one of High School Musical better not show up either.
Anyway, so I'm going to be...
No, don't get me. Promise me the High School Musical one won't show up
The
either.
High School Musical won't show up either, okay?
Okay. Photos or videos.
Fine.
Neither.
Why are you doing this to me? Anyway, so I'm going to be making my own little vlog about that with just some photos and some music set to it like I used to do. But because I'm going to try and get more into this than I already am. But yeah, next year, we're looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to all the changes that are going to happen, good or bad. Because change is good.
Yeah, but it's not easy.
It's never easy.
I know what I have to do, but going back means I'll have to face my past. I've been running it from it for so long. Ow! Jeez, what was that for?
What does it matter? It's in the past.
Yeah, but it still hurts.
Yes, the past can hurt.
But the way I see it, you can either run
Learn
from it or learn from it. Ha! You see? So what are you going to do? First, I'm going to take your stick. Hey! Give me that, you. Give me that, you. Give me my hat. Please give me my hat.
I don't know why she puts up with me. Anywho.
That was funny.
Honey?
What?
Take it away.
All right, so thank you so much for joining us on the stream today. Thank you so much for putting up with us while we figure out the technical difficulties and technical issues. Thank you so much. Be sure to if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that like button. Ding that notification bell so that you can get notified when we do go live or when we make a post. Be sure to follow all of our friends on their social media or on their YouTube channels. Their links are in the description below.
Support the channel.
Yes, if you wish to support the channel, we do have a PayPal. We do not we never ask for it, but donations are always gladly accepted and well loved and well received. Should you wish to buy any Orlando Mike merch, we have a Spreadshirt, yes?
Yes.
And a Teespring.
But now, we currently don't have any merch available right now because we're...
Oh, you didn't tell me about that.
Yeah, because we're currently doing some updates on some merch. So we're going to get that out as soon as possible.
Oh, okay, so you didn't tell me about that bit.
That's why we were downloading the Bitmojis.
Mm.
Yeah, so anyway, but we do have... So obviously, we have PayPal, we have Patreon if you'd like to become a monthly supporter. Of course, never expected, always appreciated.
I don't know what you want me to say after this.
Wrap it up.
Oh, okay. So, thank you again. If you want to hit us up on our Instagrams, his Instagram is in the description below. He took mine out for some reason.
It was an accident. I'm going to put it in.
He got jealous. Thank you so much for being here with us today. We greatly enjoyed you. We hope you have had a decent year, if not the best year, but a decent year. We hope you had a very Merry Christmas. If you celebrate Christmas, very happy holidays from all of us to all of you. This has been your last 2020 Mike drop.
And we will see you guys on our next adventure.
Next year.
Bye, guys.
Bye.